I'd like to thank our guest speakers, Masterton Mayor Lynn Patterson and RSA President Bob Hill, for their support and interest and for giving their time to be here today and supporting these books. It means a lot to me, thank you. To Reese, the father of Linda Morgan, for taking the time to get to know me and supporting this idea that lived with me for so long but came as a surprise to the family when I met them late last year. The clips that we see today of Linda playing are from Reese's and Claudia's personal collection. So thank you, thank you Reese, Claudia, Linda and Kerry. And now to the book itself. Well, I've walked up the Anzac walkway before with my son Michael on my hip, and just recently with Dad, as well as Michael and Christopher a couple of weeks ago, who managed to get up the top without a piggyback or a carrot. And we made it to the Tinui Cross, a place that I've driven past in my childhood on our family trips to Castle Point, but I haven't seen it before. I don't have a memory of seeing it or knowing the story, even though it's visible from the road. And it came about because of the losses, this cross, at Gallipoli. 2,779 New Zealanders died of the 8-month campaign at Gallipoli. 7 were from Tinui. And that's just the dead. There were wounded, the families, lives shattered. The campaign itself was a failure. The landing itself was a disaster, so much so that when New Zealand heard of the deaths during the Gallipoli landing, a half day was held just days later on April 30th to mourn the dead. 1 year later, after Gallipoli had been evacuated, on April 25th, 1916, at 7:30 in the morning, Reverend Basil Ashcroft led what is thought to be the first Anzac Day service in the world, in the Anglican Church of the Good Shepherd in Tinui, which still stands today and has its own story to tell. Later that day, as Bob has talked about, a wooden cross was carried up in pieces, including Boy Scouts, and it was erected on the ridge overlooking the town of Tinui. There it stood for decades, until needing replacement in 1965. Masterton man Ronald Montgomery made the cross, and he was there on the day. Sadly, Ron has passed, but his wife Joyce, son Graham and daughter Nairi Montgomery are here today. I learned about their connection during the reenacted crossing over the Rumataka Hills, which I marched with Graham, who I met on the day. Jean Creekney marched as well, and she's here today. As we walked through the night, to the dawn, then on through the morning, as descendants we shared our connections to our past, because from these commemorations we have the opportunity to remember our heritage and share their legacy. On Anzac Day 2016, on the 100th anniversary of the first Anzac Day, it was my first experience as well, one I shared with my dad Colin. The book was simmering in my head. In fact, I had the idea to write it back when I was writing and illustrating Lean for the Front, but it had to wait through the first book and the crossing too, until it became my focus, into which I poured my research, passion for art, writing, compassion and history. I can only write what I feel passionate about, the stories that I need to tell, that I'm inspired to write, and this book was one of those. I found my spot and watched the Anzac service. The students of Tinui and Wairarapa schools read the names of the war dead on the cenotaph. When one of the students from Tinui school came back and stood beside me, she wiped the tears from her eyes. It was impossible to stand there and not feel the emotional weight of the day and how it impacted on the young. As I stood facing the honour guard, the last post began to play by Linda. When I hear the last post, I think of Popper. He was a World War II veteran, and it was played at his funeral. And I think of his father, Albert Turley, who served in World War I, and Granddad Jack in World War II. We were lucky, they all came home. Then Dad tapped me on the shoulder, and I thought, oh, Dad, what a time to come in. What do you want to talk about at this time, of all times? And then he pointed to Linda Morgan, 12 years old, standing on the top of the LAV, playing her heart out flawlessly, beautifully, as we saw in the first clip. I knew there my book would be her story told through her music. It is an indescribable feeling, a true gut feeling that flares and doesn't fade. It takes over your life, or took over my life for months and resulted in many hours. And I was lucky because it became a book. After the service, Dan and I walked up to the cross together. We just missed Linda playing Beneath the Cross, which is the final clip we will see. Beneath the cross we saw the scouts, the old, the young, sitting, reflecting, thinking of their ancestors. The book that I've written is a tribute to Tinui, to the people on the cenotaph, so they become more than just names. They are remembered as people that had lives that were lost, who have families left behind. And it is heartfelt and can only be inspired by the warm nature of the people on the day from Tinui, the location, and my first experience of Anzac Day, and of course, Linda Morgan's playing. So if you haven't been to Tinui, go. With Anzac Day on Tuesday, the town accommodates the thousands really well. It's a family-friendly place to go. And it's your only chance to get a ride if you don't want to walk up that hill. It takes a bit of effort, but it's worth it. The book is done, but it wouldn't be a book without my publisher, Mike Smith, who not only just publishes my work, but supports me through all aspects. There's just a phone call or an email away, thankfully, and those are used a lot. Once again, the Masterton Library, Sandy Green, and all their staff have given us a family-friendly place to launch and support my books. For Dad, for coming with me and sharing that day, and that really important shoulder tap that I needed to have. Lynn and Bob, thank you again. And finally, to Linda, Reese, Claudia, Perry, Ewan, this book is for you. Thank you for understanding my intention. That's all.